Welcome to the art of staying together.
I'm Vera.
I'm William. Let's talk. You gonna go first? All right.
You
So
go.
so it's been a while. First of all,
We should probably stop saying it's been a while because
it's been longer than a while. It's
been a
been
while.
forever. So, but um, we just been feeling like being pressured and been feeling like we need to get back on this. So here we are. We was thinking about topics and we was like, what's three things? What was it? Three things that
No matter how long you've been in a
yeah,
relationship, you should always revisit.
should always be revisiting these three things.
Yeah.
And the three things we kind of came up with were
The first one was your love language. Has your love language changed over the years?
Right. And then also like your goals, family goals, individual goals, and then your implementation of those goals. So those are the three things we feel like you should always kind of be talking about, should kind of just always be floating around because people change over time.
Right.
People always say, you ain't who I was when I met you.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
It's
right.
And it should happen.
Of course.
We should be growing. We should always be growing. We should always be changing.
Maturing, getting older.
Right. The changes shouldn't be for the worse though.
Right.
So if the changes are in the decline, then that's a different situation altogether.
Right.
We talking about maturity levels and wanting to be responsible in all ways, physically, relationship wise, those kind of things. Things that are important, things that are signs of growth as a person.
Can I say this? And we can cut it out if you don't.
Mm-hmm.
But even physically, like since I don't know, last year you've lost over 100 pounds. Like that's amazing.
Yeah. So just
your whole being.
Yeah. Because I think it's good so you can know how to support one another.
Right.
So you can have one another's back.
Right.
And that way you just get to know one another better.
Right.
As things go on, as new ideas come along or new beliefs come along or, just if something's happening in the world that is a hot topic or a discussion type things, y'all can come to an understanding and learn how to live in peace, especially if y'all don't agree.
Absolutely.
Especially if you don't agree, diametrically opposed. You understand?
Y'all know
y'all know what that means.
Know us, know what we talking about.
You know what that means. So, that's what we saying. We saying that kind of stuff, because at the end of the day, it's y'all.
Right.
Ride or die.
Absolutely.
Till death do you part.
Absolutely.
No man can come between, put under. You know what the Bible say.
Right.
If you believe in that kind of thing.
Right.
But it's a bond and it's supposed to be a commitment for life.
Amen.
Until that grave come.
Amen.
For whoever it come for.
Right.
And that's really what the important thing we trying to stress.
Right.
Learn one another. Know one another. Grow together.
Get along.
Be
happy.
Peace in the home.
Be miserable.
Listen.
For a lifetime.
Listen. What'd he say? What that little boy? Listen, Linda. Peace in the home.
Right.
It's nothing else like that. Because this is who you spending most of your time with. This is who you coming home to.
Right.
This is who
your heart's supposed to
safely trust in.
Yeah.
So when you do disagree, it's okay.
Right.
Talk about it, come to an understanding, and sometimes agree to disagree.
Heck yeah.
And move on, though.
Heck yeah.
Ain't no reason to fuss, muss, none of that about it. Agree to disagree. You like what you like, I like what I like, and that's just what it is.
Tomato.
And you can make a good dish with tomatoes and tomatoes. As far as I'm concerned. Sometimes you need a little opposition.
Keep it fresh.
Keep it fresh and funky. You understand what I'm saying? Need a little bit of that.
He's so silly, y'all.
But first one back. I don't have much else to say.
Well, let's
in regards to it, you want to go further into it, or
let's just go into it. Okay. So, like, you know, everybody heard of like love language or
okay, yeah.
What is it that I need to give you
to show me that?
To show you that I love you. I'm, you know, happy in this marriage, or that I want to be here. Just whatever. Mm-hmm. What
and has anything changed?
And has anything changed?
Has anything changed?
That's a very good point too.
You know, from the beginning, or am I not doing what I was doing that I used to do? Because that also happens, and
of course, have children and they grow up,
and just life happening, and you get into a routine, and you get into, you know, work, the everyday rigmarole and just stuff like that, and so, you know, sometimes, you know, you get in the habits, you get set in a way, and you just don't even think about those things. I think sometimes, I think you don't think about it, and not in the sense of I'm not thinking about you, like I don't love you.
Of course not.
It's just
the everyday.
So much life is that routine of life just happening so much. It's just you know, you like, okay, go to bed, get the kids, do the da. All right, you tired? Me
gotta cook, gotta make sure this house is clean. Gotta, you know, gotta.
Because you keeping up certain standards. You like, this is a way of life we're gonna have. We ain't just about to be any old thing around here. And so, you know, sometimes you don't neglect one another on purpose. But over time, you it just maybe add up a little bit here, there. So you got to make it a point. To always be trying to learn one another. Always be trying to throw those fillers out, throw those, you know, those fingers out and say, you know, what's going on?
Yeah, like
how you doing? Checking in, you know, making sure everything is still juicy.
Yes.
So, you know, maybe we should change the topic. To what was the next one?
The was just
goals. Mm-hmm. This is a great. I think this is probably
right for me.
I think this goals is probably, man. I'm gonna just say this. I wish this was something we focus on younger in our marriage. Like, I wish this is something we came into our marriage with.
Come on.
With this.
Come on. Yeah.
Setting goals and knocking them down. And at the end of the day, determining the page we were on and staying on that page together. You know, because I think you can find successes in areas of your life faster if you're able to focus as a team and get things done. You know, and then support one another in goals that may be into more individual goals, because, you know, we ain't got to do everything together.
No.
You know, everything ain't us. You know, sometimes it's things she might want to do, and sometimes it's things that I might want to do, but that don't neither one of us kind of want to do one another's things. And that's cool.
Absolutely.
And actually, it's probably even good.
Absolutely.
You know, so we can have our own identities individually.
On time, on space, on growth, on personal growth is what I mean when I say that.
And at the end of the day, it is still us because we are together.
And we're going to help each other out.
Because I'm supporting you.
If I'm fulfilled, then I'm going to help him be fulfilled.
Exactly.
If he's fulfilled, he's helping me be fulfilled. As a husband, you know.
So it's us in that sense in regards to support, but it's not us and because we both like this, we both doing this, we both. You understand what we're saying?
Yeah.
Those kind of things, setting goals, knocking them down.
Yeah.
And, you know, the easiest way I feel like it is to do it is, you know, set the big goal, break it down into small steps. And then, you know, one easy thing at a time.
It was something that our pastor had done. He had, you remember that sheet that he printed out for everybody?
That 12-month thing. Yeah.
And it was just like, don't let this year go by
without you.
And you ain't knocked some
did
things
nothing
off.
To hit your goals. And listen, we're at the beginning of the year. So maybe that's a great thing. Set your goal. Your family goal. And then set some individual goals. And then figure out what y'all need to do every month to get there. You know, that's a great tool. And, you know, writing them down and talking about them often.
Oh, absolutely.
Can help with accountability.
Come on. A lot
Help
of
you
people
stay on
do
track.
vision boards.
Mm-hmm.
Just whatever that's going to help you to get to that next goal.
Right. And the whole thing is momentum and movement, though. You know, because talking about it is fun, it's exciting, you can dream. Oh man,
and all that's good when you're young.
It's great, and really, it's good all the time. I think.
Okay.
But it's not good. It's not good without movement. Like if you ain't doing nothing.
Oh, okay.
And all you doing is talking about it.
Okay, yeah.
It don't matter.
No.
None. It's not. It's irrelevant.
No, right.
So you know, I think dreaming is great because that's where part of the excitement is.
Okay.
But if you ain't moving on none of it,
right.
then it's all for naught.
It get old.
It's all for naught.
Yeah.
It get old. It get stale. It get
right.
irritating, maybe even.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So, you know, the whole thing is action plans.
Right.
My son be talking about what he say about that action.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's his.
That's his thing.
That's something he want to do.
He now BDA.
He BDA. That's what he talking about. But anyway, but that's what it boiled down to.
It really is. Yeah.
Just boil down to that, and action don't have to be big.
No.
Really, it's probably best if it's small, because if you're making small actions but consistent, if a mistake happens, it's a small mistake.
I never thought of it like that.
It's a small mistake.
I've never thought of it like that.
Trying to go too.
I've always just thought you start a small goal and then you get that momentum and then it's easier to knock out the big goals. I've never thought about the mistakes of it.
Yeah. Oh, mistakes.
And they do happen. No, but
they're unavoidable.
I've never sat down and thought of it like that.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, mistakes are unavoidable. So don't cry over spilled milk too long.
Right.
Kind of clean the milk up and hey, let's go. Get a new carton of milk, I guess, you know.
And this is my thing. Don't hold it against your spouse when mistakes happen.
Right.
Because they're going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
There's just no way around it. As long as we in this flesh body, we're going to make mistakes.
Listen, mistakes are part of the journey.
Right.
Without mistakes, you may miss a lesson.
Wow.
And then when you make that mistake at a later time, it could cost more. So, you know.
I hear that loud and clear. You talking to me.
You know, take your time.
Yeah.
Patience is the race is ran with patience.
Right.
And forgiveness and loving kindness and all those kind of things.
Right.
And I think that will cover all the faults. And it's easier to learn that way.
Yeah.
Because you can take it in small chunks.
Right.
Easier to eat.
I love that.
Easier to eat.
I love that.
And I guess that's what we're finishing on is the action, huh?
The action.
The action.
Man. And part of but
what?
I'm hearing so I love that you said that.
What?
Just that how smaller goals. So when the mistakes happen, not that you don't have a big goal,
right? You set the big goal,
but you doing them in chunks.
You ain't rushing and you ain't trying to hurry things, but you're consistently moving.
Now let me ask you this, and y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments or whatever like that, because we've been watching that. Undercover Billionaire.
Hey man, this show was like that.
And they not taking those small steps. I mean, they are, but they in 90 days they from here to here.
But here's the difference between them and maybe most of us, right? They tried and true in it.
Following you.
They got experience.
They already got mastery in it.
They got experience, right? They've been doing whatever they've been doing for so many years. Yeah. It got them to the point where they're a billionaire.
Following you.
So they didn't already learned a lot that we don't even know yet, right? Got you. So they had this moment though. They had the moment when they were just consistent.
Right.
And they were continuing to move, continue to work. And that's what a lot of times you find successful people that have reached a pinnacle in whatever they're doing, they always working.
Got you.
Mistakes, no mistakes, through the mistakes.
Absolutely.
It's just constant. You have to work if you want to hit a goal.
Absolutely.
Without no work.
I really like that.
Without no work, there's no payoff.
Because sometimes, I just be honest, sometimes I don't start. I find myself not starting because I'm scared of the mistakes.
Right. And
I just have to kick myself in the butt Vera, no way.
Yeah.
God put more in you. You have to.
Right.
So I'd be talking to myself oh, you little faith,
Okay.
So
Listen, I'm preaching to the choir here. Listen, it's been so many over the years, so much stuff I didn't started,
right.
stopped, wasn't consistent, didn't keep going. And really that's the difference between somebody who has met a goal and somebody who hasn't. And no matter what your goal may be, if you just consistently chip away at it, set that goal for past the stars, so then that way if you don't hit it, at least you land on the moon. I don't
I
think that
like
would
that
be
you
too
said
bad.
that.
Now I really don't have nothing else to say.
No, that's it. We love y'all as always.
As always,
Yeah.
we're gonna try to be very consistent. Stay on us. The ones that have been staying on us,
God, listen. Wolver, God bless you.
keep it coming.
For
Cause
real. Nay, God bless you.
this ain't my thing. This my wife thing. But I told her this year that I'm gonna jump in there with her 2 feet. So hopefully we can keep each other consistent and working at this.
Our goals.
We love y'all. And remember, be
Unbreakable.
unbreakable.
God bless you.
God bless.
Bye bye.
Good night.